All right, for those of you who've been watching, we've been going through Kurt Rosenwinkel's Star of Jupiter album. I wanted to take a second to talk about the use of negative harmony on this album. I didn't talk about it in the past videos because I don't think Kurt was thinking about this when he wrote the songs, but it's definitely there. Go back to the overview video on my channel if you haven't seen it yet, and I talk about the use of flat 2, flat 3, and flat 6 major 7 chords. I talked about them being borrowed from the minor key. This is true. You can also think about it, I think even the better way of thinking about it is that it's borrowed from negative harmony. Okay, so when negative harmony first came out, I went through to figure out how it actually worked, and I remember seeing a lot of wrong information. I still haven't seen anyone who's really gotten it 100% correct in terms of, there's some things that are right, like the 5-1 movements are correct, and stuff like, how you find a melody in the negative world from the positive world. So stuff like that is correct, but then there's stuff like people are saying, just in terms of like how the chord extensions work, and more importantly, how the harmony interacts with different chords within negative harmony in the positive world. Stuff like that I haven't seen a lot of right information about. I'll give you an example. In the negative world, a 6, so like the 6th scale degree, the 13, carries the weight of a 7 in the positive world. I'll say that one more time. In the negative world, a 6 carries the weight of a 7 in the positive world. So we can go into this more in depth over a Skype lesson. I'm not going to spend too much time on this here because this is mostly focused on analyzing the bulk of the album. But if you really want to understand the album, if you're interested in understanding negative harmony, and most importantly, if you're understanding on how it works so that you can use it in your improvisations and your compositions, shoot me an email and we can go over it really in depth and figure out how it works and why it's a legitimate theory. So shoot me an email at jackwammusic@gmail.com and we can set up a Skype lesson on that.